the amount of hate I'm about to get for making this video could be insane, or I might get some support. We'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, I've heard enough. I've been hearing all this back and forth about KD going to the Knicks and rah, 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 rah. Will he even leave the Golden State Warriors? It just doesn't make any sense. Let's get into that. What's good, CK Crew? Your boy CK2K. Now, before we even get into this video, we need to talk about this idiot. Bleacher Report dropped this. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Bleacher Report dropped this story on some dude who was selling his fandom, his Knicks fandom, off eBay. And matter of fact, did someone buy it? So this dude put his fandom on sale on eBay, and he could possibly get over $2,000. eBay to me is the stupidest thing. Like, why would you buy that? And that's the thing, he's probably gonna sell it. Some idiot is gonna buy it. Look, man, if you watching this and you hear us talking about it, look, at this point, if you want to sell your fandom, this is the perfect time to sell it. Sell it while the bidding is high. The Knicks have a possibility to being good again here in the next 5 years. So this is the perfect time for you to sell, because we don't want people like you rooting for this team, all right? So get out of here. Much love to you guys for giving support on the last video. Y'all loving these Knicks stories videos. Last one was on Trey Burke. First one was on Mitchell Robinson. The next one will be about, I can't tell you, but that will be dropping next week. I'm going to be doing this video that we're going to talk about right now with Kevin Durant. And then my next video this week is going to be about the New York Knicks schedule, because I know a lot of you guys are curious what I think is going to come. Now, I know talk. Let's talk about the task here at hand, and that is Kevin Durant. Now, you guys know I dropped a video like 2 months ago about Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving coming to the Knicks, and this rumor's been around since the end of the season, since they got their championship. There is a possibility that the New York Knicks could land Kevin Durant next summer as well. So the talk and the assumptions and all that stuff are out there on the field right now with Kevin Durant joining the New York Knicks. I also put a poll on Twitter seeing what you guys thought, and a lot of you guys are believing that he's not going to come to the Knicks. So before I go into my thought on it, let's be realistic with it here. So there's two main factors that stop a lot of these guys from coming to being a New York Knick. The number one factor is a lot of factors in one. We haven't won in a while. We haven't been to the playoffs, the New York media, all these different factors that comes to basically the challenge of being a New York Knick. A lot of superstars are scared of, except for Amari Stoudemire, who I'll always give credit to. I don't care if we didn't win much. I don't care if he was injured. Amari Stoudemire, even though he was a plan B, I won't give him plan C. He was one of the only all-stars in recent time to openly take that challenge and come to the New York Knicks. Yes, we overpaid him a little bit, but for his talent and for what we got out of him for the first season, he had the potential to being the superstar for us up until we got Carmelo Anthony and they didn't work out. So I will always give Amari Stoudemire credit, but we have not seen anybody since him step up to the plate and do that. Point one, the challenge. A lot of people don't like it. And number two is probably the biggest one. I feel like if number two was gone, number one wouldn't matter. Number two being the man upstairs. The man that is, even though he hasn't been saying much, he doesn't talk much, he doesn't do much in the last 2 seasons, thank God, he's still there. And we all were hoping he'd get rid of the team, Mr. James Dolan. James Dolan has to be the single highest reason why anybody refuses to come to the New York Knicks, because they know he does not know how to control the team. Now, I will argue in this past season and this upcoming season, him taking a back seat and just being an owner and just you know, writing the checks rather than being in it and trying to help build the team when he was terrible at that, it has helped us culture-wise and with us growing into being a contending team. So I will give him that benefit of the doubt with him stepping back, and I hope that he stays that route, especially if we have the chance to get a Kevin Durant. But history always repeats itself, and that fear is always there for a lot of big players like Kevin Durant, like even Kyrie Irving, like LeBron James in 2010, so on and so forth. So to a lot of people, James Dolan is the main reason why Kevin Durant will not be a Knick. So what am I on about? CK, what are you talking about? You're saying a lot of things. You're just saying the obvious. There's no way Kevin Durant's coming to the Knicks. Here's my pitch to why this is actually something that could possibly go down. I, like a lot of people, maybe not as much as 2 years ago or 3 years ago, are not the biggest fans of Kevin Durant, but my hatred, it's not even hatred, I don't hate nobody, but my dislike for Kevin Durant is for a different reason. A lot of people hate Kevin Durant because of the whole snake thing and him deciding to go to Golden State after blah blah blah. We know the whole story, and though I disagree with it 100%, like I could never make a decision to go to a team that just whooped on me when I was a win away from going to the NBA finals. Like, I couldn't do it. It's not in my DNA. But at the same time, I am also pro player. I love this day and age where players are making the choice to go where they want to go, which is why we have a chance to get somebody like Kyrie Irving, because in any situation, Kyrie Irving should be not thinking about going anywhere else and being a Boston Celtic for life, because they have the chance to get a few championships somewhere down the line, especially if the Warriors break up. But because of today's day and age where players go where they want to be, we had that possibility to get Kyrie Irving and also possibly Kevin Durant. But my dislike for Kevin Durant goes back to when he was earlier on in his career with Oklahoma City. I always disliked his lack of drive to be one of the best players. I feel like he was just one of the most talented guys in the NBA, but never, how do I explain it? He never really showed it. He never really expressed a real want to win, he just had all this talent, all this capability, all this potential to be the next thing to LeBron James, but he never lived up to it. And then the Golden State thing happens, and yes, we're talking about Kevin Durant being the possible second best player in the league, but it's easy to say when you have a cast like what he has. So in my mind, I don't feel like he's ever challenged himself to win a championship. Oklahoma City, I won't even count as a challenge. He had great teams. He even got to the finals one time. Just you played against the best player in the world with a Warrior-like team. So my beef with him is he never really challenges himself to be one of the great players in this league, which is why it's hard for me to even say he's the second best player in the league, which he is. He 100% is, unless Kawhi Leonard comes back healthy. Yep. You heard that, Shade. Here is my petition to why I feel like he could come to the Knicks. Kevin Durant has done a good job following the pace of LeBron James, but also making his own path in his own unique way. LeBron James left Cleveland to go to a team where he can win a championship. Mind you, Miami was worse. It just so happened they got two good superstars in him and Chris Bosh to make the team the Heatles that we know about. And Kevin Durant went to an already good team that just was a LeBron James short of winning a championship. And then he filled in that void, which helped them become the two-time NBA champions of the last few years. But the point of the matter is, they went somewhere to get a championship, to learn to win, to learn the way to win. Kevin Durant did it. LeBron James did it. Now, LeBron James has won a championship in every city he has gone to, and I can't say Kevin Durant has done the same thing, but Kevin Durant is looking like he's following that mold of challenging himself finally. Like what I said earlier, he doesn't challenge himself. Now he is opening that door to putting a challenge on him. He can go on and be a 3-time NBA champion, and he can stay pretty and stay there and win plenty of championships, which is probably the smart thing to do. Or he can do what LeBron James just did and go to a city that is yearning for championships, that's yearning for winning, that is a big market where he can build his career outside and become more than just an NBA superstar, but being a mogul in entertainment in general, plus basketball, and that would be the New York Knicks. Now, I know that's easy to say because it's New York and all that stuff, but hear me out. LeBron James went to the Los Angeles Lakers with a team full of young guys, but they just need that extra oomph to get over the hill. The New York Knicks arguably could be in the same position this coming next offseason. We have the likes of hopefully seeing seeing Kevin Knox branch into the player that we all think he can be. Kristaps Porzingis already being the player that we know he can be. We just need to see him come back from his injury healthy. We have the making of a good team that just needs those players. So say we bring in a Kevin Durant, then we bring in some other vets that have been through it, mixed with our youth. We're right there in that same position as Lakers, where we have a good combination of guys that can compete for a championship. Look at the Boston Celtics. They have young guys mixed with the right veterans on that team, like a Marcus Smart, Al Horford, so on and so forth, Marcus Morris. They have the right vets to move forward. Lakers, Warriors, David West, Sean Livingston, they have the right veterans. So I don't find it as crazy or as unlikely for him to come to the New York Knicks next season. Am I hoping for it? Hell yeah, I am. I'm as much as I might dislike Kevin Durant, I still would take him on my team with open arms. Are you kidding me? What have we learned from the Lakers? The Lakers are one of the stupidest organizations in the whole NBA right now. They have the best player in the league, and they continue to scorn this man because he is not number 24, and that is the stupidest thing. And I don't think we could make that same mistake that the Lakers are making. We have never had a player of his stature, of his athletic ability, and of his scoring abilities. You can say Bernard King, you can say Melo, I can go down this list. Walt Frazier, like there's so many guys. Like I get it. Willis, we've had tremendous players, but we've had nobody at a Kevin Durant pace and play style that would already put him ahead of a lot of people. And he just needs to play with the Knicks for a few years, bring us championships, and that guy could arguably be the savior of the New York Knicks. And that hopefully is not more of a made-up summer 2018 summer story and more of a actual possibility for 2019. He can come to the New York Knicks. He can do something that no one else has done before. He can face the ridicule of being a New York Knick that's not winning and send us to the playoffs. And he could possibly send us and get us something that we haven't had in over 30-something years and get us a championship. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are with this Kevin Durant thing. Is it realistic? Is it unrealistic? Do you want him in a Knicks jersey? Do you think he would already be one of the greatest Knicks players in the history of the New York Knicks franchise before even playing a minute of Knicks basketball? I want to know all y'all opinions in the comments below. I appreciate you guys' support. More content will be coming more regularly. You have to understand those Knicks story videos take me a long time to make. I have to do the research. I have to triple check, quadruple check the information to make sure I'm not giving out false information. And then at the end of the day, I have to edit all together. So those things take me a long time. But I'm going to drop 2 videos for you guys this week, and then we're going to get back to another Knicks story, all right? Much love to you guys, man. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. Check out the social medias. I'll catch you in the next one. We out of here. Knicks, baby. We good.